It's Freaky Friday. It's Freaky Friday. It's Freaky Friday. It's Freaky Friday. Let me stop messing with y'all. Y'all know I always got to start by messing with y'all. But happy Friday! Woo! I hope your joy is in full effect. I received some good feedback about me and Amaya's YouTube yesterday on joy and happiness. So it made me feel really good. So I just want to reiterate that I hope you are joyous today and you don't let anybody steal your joy today. So on this Friday, I have so many things on my mind and heart, but I'm going to ask God to hone in on what he really wants me to talk about today. And I keep hearing the word testimony, but I'm not sure which testimony he is wanting me to say. I don't know if it's my tithe testimony or my breakthrough testimony because they're heavy on my heart today. Excuse me. So your path is your path. Your story is your story. Nobody can tell you how to get to your destination because all of the answers are inside of you. People can guide you and maybe influence you, and hopefully the guiding and the influence is positive, but you have to know that your journey is your journey. No matter if it doesn't make sense to anybody, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, you have to live with you. You are you. So me, I'm blessed, and I don't talk about it much on here because I feel like it's kind of irrelevant, but maybe it's kind of important. I'm a therapist. I'm a mental health and substance abuse therapist. And so when I had my mental health breakdown, I've been having breakdowns since childhood, but when I had the final one that halted me, I got my life together in 3 months. And I understand that some may look at me like, girl, ain't no way you got all that trauma together in 3 months. But when I tell y'all I got my trauma together in 3 months, I got it together in 3 months. And so I was blessed enough in my story, and this doesn't take away from your story at all. This is why I kind of don't want to tell my story. I was blessed enough to have a break for 3 months from my children. I got a break for 3 months from my children. And how I got that break is I prayed to God. I need time and space to battle these demons. I need time and space to battle these demons. I need time and space. And I just chanted that and I prayed for that. And you know what God gave me? Time and space to battle my demons. God, I received that. I received that. Because I'm going to take a break real quick because I've been struggling with my tithe. And if you all know, we all got this third round of stimulus, and it's a little bit heavier than what we have been getting. So when this heaviness came on me, I'm thinking about the heaviness that I'm about to tithe, and I struggled. I'm gonna be honest, because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the most that I've ever tithed. But then just now in this moment, in giving my testimony, I'm remembering just in the past 3 months, let alone my whole life of grace that God has placed on me, but just in these 3 months, how much he had blessed my life. And I'm struggling with a little 10%. Okay, God, I hear you. I'm good. I'm gonna, okay, don't convict me anymore. Don't convict. It's painful. Okay, thank you, God. Okay, so that's my top. The money ain't yours. The money ain't yours. And with the pandemic, I've struggled with my bills. I hadn't paid my rent since November. I'm sorry. Y'all in my business now. I hadn't paid my rent from November. Not my light bill. My light bill wasn't current either. But mostly all of my other bills were taken care of. I had food in the house. I was blessed in every other way, except my light bill was behind. I was still paying it, but I was on a little plan or whatever. Okay, y'all all up in my business now. But my rent is very expensive. I live in Charlotte. And so I struggled with that. But one thing that I stayed true to was my tithe. So about 2 weeks ago, I had applied to this program a while, maybe February 10th. I applied to this program that's supposed to help with rent and lights. But I'm thinking like, yeah, right. They'll probably, like, I was behind since November. I'm talking about a heavy chunk. I don't know if the number matters, but it might bless somebody. I was behind about $9,000 in rent. And I was like, I applied to this program, not even really thinking that, that was going to be my breakthrough. What I thought is when these rounds of stimulus came, that I would just save those up and that's how I was going to pay my bills. That's what I was thinking in my human mind. So, yeah, I applied to this program February 10th. Do y'all know maybe 2 weeks ago, they sent me an email that said everything was paid for? My rent paid for up and through April. Paid for. My light bill that was about 600 and something, paid for. My water bill that was not far behind, maybe like 5, paid for. Everything was paid for. I'm like, so I'm current? I be John Brown. Oh my God. When I tell y'all, expect miracles. I had a plan in my mind. I was going to save up my stimulus. Hopefully my clients was going to pick back up. I was going to be able to save up, catch up with my rent. God said, girl, I'm about to pay for this. And so the funny thing is, before I got the email, they had, I was scheduled to go to court for my eviction. Oh, y'all all up in my business now. I was scheduled to go to court and I didn't go because I found out that they were halting evictions until March 31st. So I was just praying to God that between them, maybe a stimulus would come on somebody, maybe some money would come. Like I was just praying to God. I was still tithing, even though I stayed true to my tithe because I didn't know how he was going to work it out, but I trusted that he was going to work it out for me. I knew he was going to work it out for me. I thought I was going to have to work harder than what I did. But I just knew God was going to find a way for me. He was going to find a way for me. I'm staying true to this tithe. And so I had got a letter in the mail that said that my court date had been continued because I was worried about the fact that I didn't go to court, that something bad was going to happen. But I was rejoicing and praising God just because my court date got continued. Come on. So the rent wasn't even paid. So that happened on a Friday that the court date got continued. And I know God was up there like, she's praising me and thanking me for her court date getting continued. Wait till she see what I do Monday. And then Monday is when the email came through that said, we are going to pay all of your expenses, your rent, your light bill, your water bill, paid. When I tell y'all, I screamed, fell on the floor. Like, I was like, what? Like, I could have never fathomed in my mind that some program called Ramp Charlotte would come in and hear my story and completely pay all of my stuff off up until April. Like, I could have never in my human mind imagined that. That's what you have to step out on faith, okay? Take a step. You step out on faith for everything else. You risk everything else, right? When you spend your last on that pair of shoes, you risking it all that nothing happens. Risk it all on God. Risk it all on God and watch what he does in your life. I'm telling you, I don't know if I could beg you. I'm telling you, I'm pleading with you to trust him. I know that maybe you've been burnt by church. Maybe it's been shoved down your throat. And that's why your story is your story. I encourage you to build a relationship on your own. Please. I know you're tired. I know you're exhausted. Stop trying to be the God of your life. Stop trying to control your life. Stop trying to control that money. Stop trying to control your situation and let go and let God. Please. Like, you will see such a shift in your life. Oh my God. You will see such a shift in your life. And I'm going to talk about my testimony more. I feel like it's so important because you may just be looking at me like, girl, bye. But I'm telling y'all, I'm kind of afraid to let y'all all up in my business because, society is society. And I don't know what could be held against me in in the future, but it's so important for me that somebody gets their breakthrough through this channel. I don't want to just be up here fake. Y'all came up here for the real. So if I got to put you in my business for you to get that breakthrough, for you to have peace, for you to find joy, I'm going to put y'all all up in my business, because at the end, God's going to work it out. He's not going to let me bringing his people closer to him hinder me. He won't do that to me. So I'm going to put my faith in that. And I want you to put your faith in God. Please stop. I know you're tired. Stop. I know you're tired. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I know that you're tired. Please let go and let God. I know you may have been burnt by church. I wasn't so much burnt by church as it was just shoved on me, and I rebelled because I'm like, no. But you can do this. We'll do it together. All right, y'all. Well, I didn't get to finish talking about my 3 months, but I'm gonna come back to that, because that's important. That's a testimony in itself. But your story is your story. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Your answers that you need for your life are inside of you. Tap into God and ask him to reveal that for you, because it's there. It's there. All right. I love y'all. I'm out.